morning. I'm Kathy, and I want to welcome you to my morning ritual. Actually, my ritual is the same in the morning as it is in the evening, with one exception. In the evening, I'm trying to take off eye makeup, mascara, all of those things. So I always double cleanse at night. My first cleanser is going to be the oil cleanser. And for me, I find 2 pumps is plenty. And I'm going to show you how to use this, or well, I've already done that. So let me just back up here for a minute. So 2 pumps, massage it all over. It'll feel really great on your skin. And make sure that, you've got any eye makeup on, you're taking all of your eye makeup off. But that's not all. Don't rinse it off yet. Now I want you to go in and put some water with it and let it emulsify. And you just want to take this time to really massage this in. This is the reason it's called the ritual, because it really is time for you. It's not time to just speed through a 5-step system. It's really to enjoy and let these products work. If you need, put a little bit more water with it so that you have a beautiful slip, and then rinse it off. At night, I then do a second cleanse with either my cleansing powder, the new cleansing gel, or the snow enzyme. So I have 3 cleansers that I can always switch out and do my second cleanse with. That will remove any of the oil that may be left on your face, and it just gets you squeaky clean. So that's the only extra step at night, is that double cleanse. In the morning, I do the very same thing I just told you about. I normally use just 1 pump though in the morning, all over my face. Make sure that I get it. It just feels so good first thing in the morning. And then I add a little bit of water so it emulsifies and take that off. And then I'm ready to go into the rest of my ritual. Now, I would say that your cleansers are going to be the products that are going to last you the most. And it's easy to figure out why, because you've got 4 of them if you have the entire system to kind of go through, okay? So just want to let you know that that is important. Now, I carry all of my ritual in a little bucket because I never know which filming station I'm going to be at, so that I can share with you. And so now I'm just going to take you through what I do every single morning. So I've already done this. I did this step in the bathroom, and now I'm getting ready to put on the 2-step oil mist. Now, if you have oily skin, this is one step you're probably going to want to skip on your face. I would still use it. I'd use it on my arms, I'd use it on my legs, because it's amazing, and you're going to love that. The other important thing for you to remember is these steps need to actually dry between. So you don't want to go just slapping everything on. You want to wait. Right now my face is a little bit moist, and as soon as that dries down, then I'm going to go in with the calming gel. And you'll notice that it just, this has flecks of gold in it. It's not just calming to the system, but it's just completely calming. It will take some of this rosacea redness away. It has definitely lightened my age spots. They're not near as important. Now, if you have oily skin, this may not be the cleanser that you want to use in the morning or even in the evening. So we'll need to work through that. So if you have oily skin, make sure to contact me. We're going to try maybe a couple different things. But I certainly don't have oily skin at 74. I have dry skin. Now, I put everything on the back of my hand because it's just easy to see. That is about the size of a pea. That is all I need for my face, my neck. Now, I already have a bracelet or a necklace on today because I'm going to Sam's Club early this morning. So otherwise I wouldn't have earrings and everything else on, but you know how that goes. Okay, so you'll notice I'm just massaging that in. If I didn't have my necklace, I would go down on my chest, especially now with the summer months here. You're wearing more low-cut tops, and you want to make sure that you're taking care of that. Now, the next system, or the next 2 steps, it's the booster and the serum. The next step is the booster, the serum, and the booster, also called Boosay-Boo, so it's easy to remember. Here's what I want you to notice. Do you see how mine are just about at the same level. My first set wasn't. I used this up much quicker than I used this. And these are only sold as a set. You can't buy them individually. But what I discovered is I was actually using too much of the serum. So I'm going to show you how to do the booster. This is a beautiful, comforting spray. Okay, about 5-6 squirts, whatever. And yes, if I didn't have the necklace, I would go a little bit farther. And let that dry. You'll notice that as your face gets more moisturized and hydrated, drying time will be less, and you will probably not need to wait as long in between steps. Now, this, I thought I was supposed to use a whole dropper full, but you don't. So you pull it out. Again, I'm going to use the back of my hand, 2 drops, 1, 2. Now, I want you to take a look at what that looks like on your hand, because there will come a time when you get down at the bottom, you can't do the dropper anymore, and you're going to have to dump it out. So I want you to see about what 2 drops looks like. That's what you're going to need for your entire face and neck. Again, it's pretty easy, and if you use too much of this, you're going to end up none of this, and you're going to have a half a bottle of this. Okay, so I'm going to scoop it up. Put it in my other fingers. My face is dry. And now I'm going to just put the serum, and you'll see I went right over my eyelids. Feels so good. Anytime I work around my eyes, I always go in, and I try to remember to use my ring finger. Your ring finger is the least strong on your hand. Little tidbit for you to know there. And so I don't want to do any harsh, tugging on that. So you're all done with the serum. So you can cap the serum up. And this dries fairly quickly, at least it does on me. Keep in mind, I've been using the system now for over a year. Now I'm going to go back to my booster and let it dry. You are almost done with your ritual. Now, I will tell you that my ritual is sandwiched between a lot of things. First thing I do in the morning is I cleanse, because I like to feel refreshed. I like to feel clean. I like to feel moisturized. And then I will do this, what I'm showing you here. I usually do it in the other room when I'm drinking my coffee and I'm relaxing. But when I'm in the bathroom, that's when I'm washing my, if you're doing this in the bathroom, I sometimes go back and make my bed while it's drying. I brush my teeth while it's drying. So you can take advantage of the drying time. You can also get yourself a little fan. This is my favorite one off of Amazon. And you'll be surprised at how much power these have. And I just keep this in my bucket, especially when I'm in a hurry, kind of like I am this morning. And I am just going to take that all over my face, and it's going to dry. This charges by a USB. It's great. It never leaves my bucket. I have one of those that I carry when I fly too, because if you've ever been caught on the tarmac, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now I'm ready to go into my cream here. Now, I have a spatula. I just got a bigger spatula off of Amazon. It's a little easier. I have some dexterity issues, so this is really easy for me to grab. You'll have to figure out how much you need of this, but I dip it in so that I get just the base of it coated. And then I slather this on my neck, almost like I think it's like a putty, and I'm filling all of those crinkly bits, okay? So I do my neck first. Once you get it all massaged in, you might want to try to just massage it up a little bit, go against what, Mother Nature is trying to do. And now, again, I go back to my hand, I pick some up, and I put it on my hand. I want to see how much I'm using. That gives me an idea. These little spatulas are great because they also have a scoop on the end. So as your product gets down and you can't stick the paddle in, you can scoop it. So that's that's probably too much for me. And I say that because it's summer here and it's going to be really, really hot today. So that's about what I'm using. That's not even a pea size, I don't think. If it is, it's a baby pea. I put this on. This is my last step before I put my face on or my makeup on for the day. And I want this to set on my face for about 10 minutes. This is always the spot where I get caught up on my morning chores. And if that's making the bed, brushing my teeth, doing my hair, whatever, I don't waste that time. I utilize that time, and you'll notice that your makeup's going to go on squeaky clean. So this is what my face looks like without any makeup on, just skincare. And it feels fabulous. And I hope it feels fabulous for you too. Remember, if you're starting out with the trial sizes, this product, they're just in smaller containers. Don't throw those away when they get empty, because you're going to want to refill them from your big containers. And I want to stress that in 30 days, no matter what changes you had on your face, whether they met your expectations or not, it's the longevity that you get with this program where you really start to see the differences. Now, after I've been on for well over a year, the changes that have been taking place on my face are unbelievable. Since I'm on social media every day, people have seen my face for 4 years. I can go back on those videos and I can see the difference this has made in my skin. And so don't just think it's a quick fix. You're going to see some progress in those first 30 days, but the progress that you see going down the line is amazing. Thank you so much for your purchase. I can't wait to see your befores and afters. Bye-bye.